Everybody, I'm Judy Doherty, and I am going to make some chicken tortilla soup today. Pretty easy recipe, and I'm going to share some tips with you. First of all, I'm going to take 2 chicken breasts, and I'm going to put them in the base of the MicroPro grill, and I'm going to coat those with the seasoning that we make here at the studio called Southwest Chipotle. This is one of the blends that we have here that we show you how to make, and in fact when we offer this class, the really cool thing is that you can take a seasoning blend home in a spice shaker for $5 if you want to. But this is such a great seasoning that you can use in so many different foods and side dishes, and it just makes everything very, very yummy. I'm going to put that in the base of the MicroPro grill, and I'm going to brown it. So I'm going to start with 5 minutes in the grill, in the microwave, and then I'll show you what the chicken looks like. I'm going to flip it, put it back in. Now, in the base of the pressure cooker, I am going to get the rest of my soup ready. So I'm going to take an onion. Make sure you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to take half of an onion or so. And what I love about this recipe is how easy it is that you can make, but at the same time, something you could do ahead of time and just put it in the microwave to cook. And here at Tupperware, what we try to teach you is to ditch the drive-through. There's no reason to spend that kind of money and get those horrible additives that they put in our food in a drive-through, like extra salt, extra calories, unnatural flavorings, right? Stuff like that. So I'm just going to encourage you. I learned a couple new recipes. Stop here at the studio. We will teach them to you. Always with a premium product. When you purchase it, we give you a cookbook to go with it and to help you so that you can get your skill and your recipes down to say, you know what, I'm going to save money. I'm not going through the drive-through, and make my family healthier, make me healthier, because we are truly what we eat. So I'm going to take 2 little cloves of garlic, because these are small. I would use 1 big one, or these are smaller ones. So I'm going to put those in, take the peel off, and then take my half of onion, put it into the Power Chef. You know, there's a lot of ways to peel a garlic. One way is you can put it in the microwave for about 10 to 15 seconds, and it will just put the clove right in the microwave. Put it in 10 to 15 seconds, and that shell will pop right off. What I just did was not take the top and the bottom off of the garlic, little hard part, and then easily I rolled it in my hand and it came out. So let's see, we're going to put about 3/4 of an onion in the Power Chef. What's that, 6, 7 times? Look how great this is. This is the kitchen tools that you need in order to make your dinners fast and easy. Something like this. This is called our Power Chef. It is a premium product. In fact, we think this is so amazing that this comes in our starter kit with Tupperware. So when you start Tupperware as an opportunity, you're going to get one of these in it. And what was that, 6, 7 pulls, and you can see how finely it's chopped. So I'm going to take that and put it in to our pressure cooker. Onion and garlic. Yum. All right, let's see. Let's put some of this. And the great thing about the Power Chef is it is dishwasher safe. So when you're finished with this, you can just pop this right into the dishwasher for easy cleaning. I would never put your blade in the dishwasher, because your blade it would dull. I gotta watch how I say that, dull over time, and you don't want to do that. So this is going to be about 1/4 of chicken broth, and I'm putting it in the base of the Power Chef just to get the rest of the onions. I'm so frugal when I cook, right? That's because there's so many better things to waste money on than food, right? So I have, what I've used is what we call better than bouillon. And this is a roasted chicken base. Let me show you that, close. You can buy bouillon cubes, you can buy powdered bouillon. This one is pretty tasty. It's going to give you a nice rich flavor. The cost of it is going to be about the same. This size comes from the Costco stores or Sam's stores, but you're going to pay about $5 for this. And I like the taste of it compared to the other ones. So we have a half of an onion. I did 3/4. Garlic, and I'm going to add just about a half a tablespoon of oil. We need just a little bit, not a lot, just enough in there. And we're going to use water. Fill it up. This is our pressure cooker that you can make everything from a whole chicken in. You can make like we're doing soups today, you can do a layered pasta in it. You can also do side dishes like scalloped potatoes, macaroni and cheese, just a lot of things. I made last night butter chicken. It's an Indian dish that I just really enjoy. I made that in my pressure cooker as well. So let's check out our chicken. As you can see, I'm pulling it out of the microwave. I'm not using a hot pad. I wish you could hear it. It's going, just from that 5 minutes in there. Looks beautiful. I'll show you. Sometimes it's hard to see from afar. See how it's coating, that chipotle seasoning is coating it, and the chicken is cooking away. Looks so pretty. Chicken breasts are so big now, aren't they? My goodness. I always buy organic chicken when I have the opportunity to. And the reason is, well, there's a lot of reasons. And if you need any help with that on understanding the organic and why you buy it, just private message me and I'll send you a couple little YouTube videos that I think will help you understand that. All right, so in the health benefits of it, to eat good chicken that's been raised right is going to give you a much better nutritional value than eating one that definitely is not. So into the base, we're going to add a little bit of the tomato puree or paste, whichever you want to use. Paste is going to be a little less watery. That's okay because I have water in my soup today. And if you use the tomato puree, then what you're going to do is just go ahead and use the standard amount of water. All right, let's see if I can get this open, get it into the base. Excellent. So put that in there. I have found when I'm making this, you don't have to buy a name brand tomato. This HEB brand, which by the way is our grocery store in Houston. It's a local grocery store. I really like their brand of tomato products, whether it's crushed tomatoes or diced tomatoes or something like that. I find just really terrific flavor. So this is paste, or you can use a puree. All right, stir that together. Can you see that? All right, next up is once we have that in and stir just a little bit, I'm going to add some of our Southwest Chipotle seasoning, and you can serve this with rice if you like. You can also serve it. What I'm going to do is put toppings. I have some avocados that'll be just beautiful on top of it. I have some tortilla strips, and I'll add a little bit of sour cream in case somebody wants to dollop that on top. There we go. That looks great. Very nice. Okay, so now I'm going to put this into the microwave. Make sure my tomato is all broken up there. When you put your pressure cooker together, there are actually two different arrows. You're going to line those up right here, the top part and the handle, and then close it and bring down the latch. And that way it is safe to go into the microwave. All right. So I'm going to start that for 7 minutes, and when that goes off, then we'll pull out our chicken, take a look at that, cube it up, put it in. Okay, so our chicken has finished in the MicroPro grill, and I just let it sit here while the pressure cooker finished up. So, oh my goodness, look how beautiful that is. Let me show you. Oh, it smells so pretty. Oh, we need smell-o-vision on videos. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So now, because the chicken breasts are pretty thick, what I've done is I've cooked them, and I haven't cooked them all the way. They're going to need just a little bit more, but I'm going to put them into the soup to finish it up. But let me show you. At least I tried not to cook them all the way. There we go. Just a little bit of pink. Let me show you what that looks like. Very little. Okay, so let's see if you can see that. See, almost done, like probably 30 or 40 seconds away from being done. But I don't want to cook it all the way. I want to put it in the soup for the last couple minutes of that. So let's see. Our pressure cooker's finished, and as it sits, what's going to happen is this little yellow indicator that shows if there's steam inside or pressure inside is going to sit up until all the pressure inside has gone down. And you can see it just dropped, and you might not be able to see that far away. But when there's pressure on it, it kind of raises up because the steam is pushing it. Once all the pressure goes out, it's now dropped. So let's go ahead and open this up and stir our, oh, looks very wonderful. Very nice. Just a nice tomato broth with onions and garlic, a little bit of seasoning. Okay, so now I'm going to take our chicken and I'm going to cut this up into cubes. And I like to make it cubes that you can use with your spoon, that you don't have to, have too big going into your mouth. So I'm just going to cut it up. Now, you could also start with a whole chicken. If that's on sale and a little bit cheaper, do that. And you can cook it right in your pressure cooker and then debone it and put it back in. That works great as well. One of the soups that I always start with a whole chicken is chicken noodle soup, and we have a great recipe for you to make in the pressure cooker. In fact, the way I describe it is I say it tastes like grandma's. How many of you remember growing up somebody that made you soup that you were always like, it's so good, right? And especially on days where you're maybe not feeling 100% or the weather's just not what we want it to be, right? It's a great time to have some soup, and chicken noodle or chicken with dumpling always is yummy. All right, so lots of yummy chicken on this. You can see the coating with the Southwest Chipotle is very, very nice, makes it pretty. There's there's juice isn't running all over, so we're looking at it being pretty much almost done, but I'm going to finish it off in our soup. Try not to make a mess, right? But like I always tell, we do a lot of cooking classes here at the studio, and I say to the ladies when they're in and they're making a mess, one of the things that I say, that's what kitchens are for, right? Making messes, making memories. If you don't have your kids helping you out, consider doing that, because one, it teaches them how to cook, and you want them to know that. You want them going into adult life being able to cook and do all those things for themselves rather than, going to a drive-through. Because like I said in the beginning of our video, we want to ditch those drive-throughs. This chicken is just cutting so beautifully. Whoops, just as I say that. I'm using a serrated knife, which just makes cutting through that protein really nice and easy. And our knives come with a beautiful little protector on it. So when you're not using them, you can put them into the drawer and nobody's gonna get cut and they're gonna stay very sharp. Very, very sharp. Okay. And I'm just looking to make sure all of that is in the size that would go on our spoon. Don't want it too big, right? All right. Put this in and then we'll stir it. So this recipe doesn't really call for vegetables in the soup, but I can guarantee you if you want to make it and add some veggies, you definitely can when you serve this. You can serve it with rice. You could serve it, what I said earlier, I'm going to show you in just a second. We're going to put some avocado and onion, sour cream, stuff like that. Okay, let me bring this closer so you can see. Just a nice tomato base. And it's not hot to touch. See that? All right, so now that my chicken's in, and it's mostly cooked, but I want to finish it off into the broth. I'm going to put this back on. The way you put it on is you line up those arrows, right? And the cover's going to just kind of flop down. Pull it together to close it, and then close your latch. Let's put it back into the microwave for 5 minutes. And all right, so that's going to go in and finish off for 5 minutes. Just really marinate the juice, the seasonings, the chicken all together. And what I want to do now is prepare our toppings for our soup. So let's get out a clean. You know, I always say, how do people make it without something in their kitchen? How many cutting boards have I used now? 3? Actually, here's a small one too, 4. How many different knives have I used? How many serving? I love our product. It's so efficient and good and well quality. So, okay, I'm gonna take our avocados. Avocados here in Texas, we can get them pretty big. I know when I visit my friend Linda in Virginia, and she pulls out an avocado and it's little teeny tiny. It looks like a lemon to me. I'm always like, Linda, you should see them in Texas. So this is what we call a small avocado here. So I've just ran my knife around the outside, and I'm gonna take that seed out just by taking the knife. I hit it twice. So there's 2 ways to do this. The first way is you can take your knife and go all the way down to the skin of the avocado. Be careful not to cut yourself, of course. And this is a great way to have it come out. And then I just squeeze it. Let me show you how neat this is. See that? It's already cute. The other thing I wanted to show you is that you can take this and scar it with your knife, just to bite-sized pieces. And you can use our ice cream scoop. And our ice cream scoop leaves nothing behind. So this is a really terrific piece. Look at that. Nothing. So either way that you use it will work for you. But now we have a little bit of avocado, and I think that's enough for the ladies here today. So I'm going to have that. Tortilla strips, you can either make them, you can buy them, you can use regular tortilla. Using our kitchen shears, which are terrific. They cut through protein, they cut through just literally anything. And this is to give it a little bit of crunch as well as some pretty coloring on top. So we have that. And then I'm going to add some cheese in our third bowl. So with our cheese, I'm going to use our master grater. Of course, our cheese knife, right? Our master grater system is one that you can use to shred cheese, chicken, nuts, chocolate, anything that you want to shred up. The base of it, which is this part here, fits on our entire system. And when you go to use it, you're just going to set it right on your countertop like that. And then you're going to pull, there's a handle here. can see there, you're gonna pull it, and what will happen is you set it down, and then, I guess that would be clockwise. You're gonna pull it till it kind of locks into place, and when that happens, now this thing is actually stuck to the countertop. You can't pull it up. All right, I have in our medium blade, and you can see how much little bit of cheese. So a lot of times people will say to me, I just buy it shredded. It's just so much easier to buy it shredded. But here's the deal. When you buy cheese that's shredded, you're paying for a coating that is very much like cardboard. And so not only are you paying for that weight of that coating, but you're also digesting that. And again, we are what we eat, right? And that's not a healthy thing to ingest. So look at this. From that small piece of cheese, let me show you. Look at this. So if you buy a block of cheese, you could go through and shred it, put it in Tupperware, and then you have it for when you're ready to go. You can also freeze cheese, and all you want to do is once you've shredded, put a little bit of cornstarch on it, coat it very nicely, and then what it's going to do is just when you need it, you pull it out of the freezer, and it's easy to use. So those are our 3 toppings. I think that's going to make it very, very nice. I will have sour cream as well if somebody wants to be a little bad. And we have 12 seconds left. So today, if there's something that I talked about on this video or part of the recipe you missed, always send me a message. I'm Judy, Judi Doherty. I'm with the company Bravo Tupperware here in Spring, Texas. Stop into our studio. Come in and take advantage of a cooking class, hosting a party here, hosting a group meeting here. If you're part of NCL or a book study or Bible group, we'd love to have you here in the studio. So just message me and we'll go from there. All right, so the pressure cooker has finished. The indicator is up, so that tells me there is pressure inside. So we're gonna give that a second to just kind of release. And you can watch it, it'll kind of just drop once that pressure is done. So let me tell you this too before we go. I want to tell you about our chipotle seasoning. It tends to be probably one of the most popular seasonings, but we do have 24 different blends that we make here. And please watch for those on our studio events page and also our studio website, which is TupperwareCookingSchool.com. Italian herb, we used that 2 nights ago. It's fantastic in any Italian dish. It's great with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on bread. That's great. One of my favorites is the hickory mesquite seasoning. My friend Sissy put me onto this. Love that. Seasoned salt, just a nice generic one. Ranch seasoning. Cinnamon, vanilla, right? All kinds of neat ones. But this one called Southwest Chipotle that I've used today, not only in the Mexican tortilla soup, but also on the chicken that I cooked, has smoked paprika, cumin, garlic powder, chipotle powder, cilantro, onion, little bit of sugar, and salt. And it's just a nice smoky season that you can use for fajitas, tacos. It mixes great in salsa, guacamole, really great. In fact, I even like it just in sour cream to dip potato chips in. Not that I would ever do that. Not that I would ever do that, right? But just in case. All right, so come by, test that, see it being made, sample it, and take one home always. So our indicator is up. Let me get a nice big scoop. I have a couple bowls and set this off to the side. We are going to have our soup today. Make sure you can see it and our toppings. And what did that take? I mean, at the most 25 minutes, if that. We can go back and time it. Just easy peasy. You could have this already in the refrigerator, just wanting to heat up, and it's ready to go. So it is boiling. I hope you can see that. Let me bring it over. and show you. You see, bubbling. The lighting is pretty difficult to work with here. Here in the studio, our kitchen is right beside a gorgeous big window, so our lighting is always bright to our one side. Look at this. It's just terrific. And again, you could add whatever you want in vegetables or rice or however you want to serve this, but I think it looks terrific. We are gonna put it in our soup bowls, top it with what we want, and enjoy our Mexican tortilla soup. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.